Flower. So this is a Carter family tune. It is a fantastic, super easy starter flat picking song to learn. I think this may have actually been the first song I ever figured out on my own flat picking. So first heard this from Maybelle Carter, and between her and Doc Watson's really who I emulate my arrangements, whose sound I emulate for my arrangements. So excuse me if I'm whispering, my kids are asleep. It's really the only time I get to record like this. So let's dive straight into the lesson. This is one of those classic tunes. If you saw my You Are My Sunshine lesson, where you just move from the C position very quickly to a F, partial F, C, G. So if you're not familiar with those chords, C major, everybody knows. If you're here for this lesson, I imagine that you're probably familiar with the C major. For the F, you can just move your ring and index finger down one string each. I usually only play those 3 fretted strings. And the G, if you're from the starting in the C, the G, you just move your 2 up for this position. Some people play G like this or like this, so that's fine. I just find it much easier. I actually use both variations depending on what song I'm playing, but mostly I play this just out of habit if I go to play a G chord, because of the transition that you can make between those chords in a lot of these old songs. So let's get started here. We're really not going to move away from the C position, as you'll see. It's pretty, this is why I think this is such a good tune. You are going to need a little bit of element of pinky control, and when it comes to your picking, you really just take, artistic liberty and make it your own. I just do a little bit of flicking of my wrist between some of these notes. That's with flat picking, you'll see that, this style anyway, you don't play a lot of full chords. You play partial chords while you're picking the melody. You do form the chords, but it just kind of helps you to give like a background to what you're playing. So that said, I do hold a pick kind of funny. I don't know why I hold it this way. I have always held a pick like this since I was a little kid, and I was mostly self-taught, so I just, at some point, I just started playing like that. So I actually play it at an angle like this, where a lot of people play down. There's no wrong way of doing it, but make it your own when you play. So let's get started. This is a really easy song. The first 2 lines just repeat themselves. So you're going to start with your C position. I'm trying to angle this a little better. And your first note is going to be the E on the D string, 2nd fret. And it's just a walk up, and 1, 2, and then open G. So, and then you're going to keep your pinky down and then hammer on the 2nd fret on the G. So back to that pinky. So let's do this again. We didn't really leave that C position, so it's just, again. Then back home to the C. Suppose I need to get my picking hand in there, don't I? So let's do that now. You can see my hand. Let's add a little bit of a flicking of the wrist in there. So that's really it. The first 2 lines just kind of repeat themselves there. So the next part is when it goes a little higher. You're going to stay in the C position, but if you're like me and I keep see how I hold the neck of my guitar in my hands. Well, I don't know how well I can get that. There's a railing behind me that's going to prevent that, but I sort of always have a pretty relaxed grip. My thumb is usually over the top for a lot of the chords that I play, unless I'm barring. In this case, on a C, now I normally play like this. You want to just make sure your hand is up and off so you're not muting your high E. Like right now I'm muting my high E just by being in a relaxed position. So I always bring my hand up a little bit for this part. You're going to keep your C position and you're just going to go down from the G, B, E. And then you're going to use your pinky. You're not going to leave the C position, but you're going to use your pinky to make a note here. So we're going to go. My bad. Let's do it again. I have trouble playing songs slow sometimes. So you're just C position. 1, 2, 3, do-do. Pinky. No, let's do it again. And then you're going to hammer on your F. Back to C. Let's do it again. Sorry. And then Maybell, which she does on the auto harp is what I imitate, where she just kind of goes. So it's just a. So what you can do in this case, you need to be careful for this part. So we've gotten past the, and we're gonna go. This is actually where the G would be. So if you got enough control over your hand, you don't need to leave the C position. But you got to be careful because you really, when you do you really only want to play the D string and the G string if you're not going to leave the C position. Because if you go down one more to the B, you're making a C note, and then up here you're also making a C. So that would be a G. So if we were playing the full chord, we'd go. Don't think if you want, you can move your middle finger up to the B from the C. So let's do this one more time. We'll do it from the top with the high strings. For the G, I just made a B note. That's all. I'm only playing the A string, the D string, and the G string. But I put that B note there because in a G, there's a B there, so it's just a partial chord. So again. So let's take it from the top. See if I can make it through now that I've got myself all confused. But you get the gist of it. Follow along with the tab. If you feel this has helped you in any way, subscribe to the channel. Every lesson will always be free. All the tabs will be free. And stay tuned. I got a lot more to come. Thanks.